English reading: The Story of Cinderella. Once upon a time, in a very far kingdom, there was a beautiful girl. Her name was Cinderella. She had no parents. She lived with her stepmother, who had two ugly and lazy daughters. They were very cruel to Cinderella. They made her work from morning till night, washing, cleaning, sweeping, and cooking. One day, an invitation came from the king. A king's ball would be held for the prince. All the young girls in the kingdom were to attend it. The stepmother and her daughters went to the king's ball, dressed in luxury. But Cinderella should stay at home doing housework. She only had broken and dirty dress. She felt very unhappy. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Came in an old lady. She asked for some bread and water. Cinderella let her in, gave her some food and drink. She told the old lady about the king's ball and expressed her wish to go. "All right." The old lady said, "Since you are such a kind girl, I'll help you." The old lady uncovered her basket, took out a lovely white dress and a pair of glass shoes. She told Cinderella to go to the king's ball at once, but be sure to leave the king's ball when it is 12 o'clock. Cinderella went to the king's ball in a carriage. At the king's ball, when Cinderella came in, everybody looked at her in surprise. The prince stood up and asked Cinderella to dance with him. Very soon the clock struck 12. "I must go. Goodbye, prince," she said. Then she ran away. In a hurry, she dropped one of her shoes. The prince picked up the shoes. He wanted to know who the beautiful girl was. So the prince sent some men to look for the girl from house to house. He said he would marry no one but the girl who could wear this tiny shoe. The men came to Cinderella's house. The stepmother and her daughters tried on the shoes, but they failed. The shoe didn't fit them. Finally, Cinderella was allowed to put on the shoe. It fit perfectly. Cinderella took out the other one. She was the right owner of the glass shoes. Then Cinderella followed the men to the king's palace. The prince married her. They lived very happily ever after.